Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Outside forces can break up a compatible couple. And first I want to give a shout out to one of my good subscribers, Lock121. I hope I said that right, brother. My brother, he's one of those brothers, he could say like a sentence and say a lot in a sentence on some of the videos, you know, and he got his own channel, a very good channel. So he had suggested this because I had just did the video about, you know, they just grew apart, you know, where couples are incompatible. But, you know, just saying a couple is compatible, a couple can be actually compatible and actually get along. But a very prevalent thing is outside people will try to break them up. You know, it's like people don't like seeing happy. Well, some people don't. They don't like seeing happy. Or, you know, the most prevalent, well, you know what, there's a lot of scenarios with that. Like I had talked about this issue in a very popular video I had, and before that was a popular blog called Losing Mr. Right, where I talked about this woman who had the right guy, but then she let other women get in her head, lost the right guy, and then, you know, later on found out that one of those women that was in her head had taken her guy. Yeah. And that's some real stuff, because sometimes you can have a good relationship, but a good relationship also needs community support. Because say you have, okay, say you're a man, right? You got a good woman, everything cool. Well, one, you know, you might have some jealous girlfriends. If she got some single friends, like if you a dude, you got a good woman, pay attention if she got too many single friends. Pay close attention, because sometimes misery, well, most of the time misery loves company. Now, if she got a bunch of friends and all of them in strong relationships, boom. You know, also pay attention if, like, this is especially if you married, if a lot of your wives, girlfriends and stuff are getting divorces. Pay attention to that. You know, because sometimes they start getting in the ear and they like, oh, you don't need that, you don't need that. Like I said, misery loves company. And it's not just the women, because you get some dudes, right? You know, a lot of dudes don't respect boundaries. You know, it's different if the woman, you know, is going looking for a dude, but sometimes they see a woman they want, whether she's in a relationship or not, they just pursue. You know, they do that backdoor game. You know, so whatever the man ain't giving her, and I ain't even gonna give you out a backdoor game. I'm not gonna keep that to myself. But whatever, in general, whatever the man ain't giving her, right? You know, the other man saying, well, I can do this for you, and all of that. And it should be just real subtle. That'd be the type of dude, just listen. See, that could break up a pretty good couple, because a lot of times, look, a couple can be compatible and don't know it, or don't know that they really need to work things out. That happens a lot. And, you know, it's all, you know, sometimes people just don't have the experience, especially if they're young, especially if they're younger, because, you know, people will lose that person and they're like, damn. I mean, I hear it from men sometimes. I hear it mostly from women. I lost count of how many times a woman's with some knucklehead and she's like, you know, I had a good man. And, you know, they let everybody get in their ear or something. Or, you know, it could be, I mean, there's so many scenarios. But, you know, it comes down to what a mentor of mine says. You know, it's not just enough to meet the right person, but you need a community that supports that. You need a community. When I say support it, you know, basically, I mean, on a basic level, you don't need people in the ear of either party. You know, if they good, they good. But, you know, you still have it anyway. You still have it anyway. And, you know, it could come from any place. I mean, I know of. Yeah, yeah, Uncle Ron got a story. I know of a family, right? Extend, fairly decent sized extended family, right? And this young lady in the family, she hooked up with a very good guy, right? Good guy. Actually married a very good guy, like a genuine classic man type. Unfortunately, the family was full of ratchets and thugs. So nobody liked the good classic man dude. Like literally, and I was from the outside looking in, I was just like, hold up, you got this dude trying to do the right thing, trying to be in the church, trying to get educated, trying to take care of his family. And y'all trying to do everything to sabotage it. And sabotage it they did. The couple ended up getting a divorce. Now, that wasn't the end of the story. The wife, all she did after that was just get a string of like loser dudes. And last I knew about it, she was strung out on drugs. All because some people, her own family really wasn't supporting her relationship. And see, that's the thing. Because a lot of times, especially you get, it's not so bad with the fathers. Sometimes it's really worse with the women. If they don't like the dude for whatever reason, and it's usually, that's the weird thing I found. It's usually not because the dude is just an all and out loser. It's usually because he's like quote unquote corny or something like that. Or something. He ain't exciting enough, or, he too stiff to play spades with him or something. It's usually some like little small thing. Then when they get somebody who quote unquote cool, then it, trust me. Now, I know some people say, Rom, you need to write these stories down and shit. Man, I've seen some stuff that just boggle the imagination. And this is something I've seen. I've seen something, I mean, it's halfway. It's halfway if somebody, well, let's put it like this. I know the relationship field has gotten big. It's gotten big. Not just in the black community, but overall. I mean, it's business. It's business. I mean, you don't have to like do a relationship advice or dating coaching, but you can do like singles parties, get-togethers, clubs, figure out a way to do an online dating site. You got all of this stuff. It's a big thing, but all of them going to fail. And the reason why, because in order to have strong relationships, you have to have a community that supports those relationships. And a lot of times when people have something good, it's not the community that supports it. Because you do have people, despite everything, people meet each other. They hook up. They got something going on. But like I said, you got the woman, if she look halfway cute, you got some dudes scheming on her. And, you got some women looking, I did a video on why committed men look better. So they scheming on that married man trying to take him for themselves. Then you got family members who, for whatever reason, don't like the spouse. I mean, those stories about like a wife not getting on with a mother-in-law. Shoot, those aren't wives' tales. Sometimes it's deep. Even in that situation, it's deep. Like say a couple get married, and I've heard of instances where like if the mother-in-law didn't like the wife, and she knew her son was cheating, she'd make it easy for him to cheat. She was like, baby, y'all just come on over here. I ain't gonna say anything. I ain't trying to help that heifer out. Seriously. And I know some people listening to that, they probably like, yeah, I know some situations like that. Like I said, it ain't as bad with fathers. As as long as you don't put your hands on his baby girl, they usually kind of cool with you. Though they can get funky too, but not as bad. But like I said, and then like I said earlier, the friend angle, and then I know one couple, right? They were going along pretty well, right? Until like the wife started hanging out with some feminists. Oh yeah, the couple end up separating a few months later. like I said, a lot of it's not, a lot of shit out here. A lot of people ain't really supporting anything, you know. And that's what you're going to need. And that's something like men and women listening to this as well. You know, you find that right person. Think about your community right then and there. Think about it. Because if it was a community that enforced good relationships with solid people, that'd be cool. But sometimes people, they so busy looking for some drama and shit. If that shit ain't some reality show type drama, they like, he dollar born, or she dollar born, she basic or something like that, you know, or he corny. It's just like, damn, yo. So anyway, that's an issue that I just wanted to speak on that issue real quick. You know, sometimes you can have Mr. Right or Miss Right, and then everybody else trying to come in there and break it up for no other reason is because they don't have Miss Right or Mr. Right. So anyway, y'all, that's it for today. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.